Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new video on Viajar Vale la Pena. We are starting 2025 with really super exciting projects because this year the idea is for us to travel around Argentina in a motorhome. And also a beautiful project that is taking shape in an incredible way and much faster and more accelerated than we had thought, which is getting the Estanciera running again. There are a lot of people who, because of the latest videos, started joining in and began adding their energy and good vibes to make this happen. So it's really exciting what I'm going to be doing today, and it's the first time. This is crazy. It's the first time I start a video and record in the place where we're staying after returning from our 8-year trip from Argentina to Alaska. We ended up in a place we didn't know and where none of our acquaintances lived. That's General Rodríguez. But it has that small town spirit that we were looking for, and we thought we were looking for something that ideally wasn't too far from the capital. Because at first we weren't going to have a vehicle, and in fact we still don't. That's why I'm taking the train. There's nothing to envy about the apps and the system in the United States. Here we have an app called Trens Argentinos. Every time I've used it, it's worked really well, so we can check the train schedules. This one shows the remaining time until arrival and updates in real time, which is great. We really love General Rodríguez. It has a beautiful small town vibe. The Sarmiento train passes by running from Mercedes to Moreno. If we want to go to the city, then we have to take the other train that goes from Moreno to Once, and then take a subway that takes you, I don't know, or a bus. In general, we like the small town vibe it has, so it's nice and quiet. We go out for a walk every other day with Gorda to different places to get to know the neighborhood. It's beautiful. People walk dogs and drink mate outside. We didn't realize transportation is inconvenient. It takes about 2.5 hours to reach the city, making things harder for us. We're looking for a little car, some way to get around. Hopefully we'll be able to get one soon. We're saving up for that, but we're really enjoying it. It's a beautiful place. It's in northwest Buenos Aires province, 45 kilometers from the capital, with 143,000 residents. As of 2022, the population is 143,002. Now that we've moved here, it's beautiful, has an amazing sports complex, and a surprising fun fact. It's just that in general. Rodríguez piloted the first flight of a plane powered entirely by an engine developed in Argentina. A fully electric engine was developed in Rodríguez, Argentina in September 2024. In a beautiful airfield that's there. So just like General Rodríguez sees it, in a way it's beautiful. We really like it. If you want, we can show it to you a little. What's the neighborhood like? The place is there. It has a beautiful sports center where I go to exercise, to ride my bike. No, it's really nice. We really like it, and we won't let transportation, train, bus, or anything else be a problem. I'm nearly there, almost at my destination. Getting to where the Estanciera isn't that easy. I had to find someone to give me a ride. Friends, good vibes, Chris, a genius who brought me here. There it is, the Estanciera. Hi, Stancy. It's so nice to see you again. How nice, how exciting. I love this truck. Of course, since we rent a small apartment, we don't have space to keep it there. It's a bummer. So we have to go through all this trouble of coming here every time we want to see it. This van is beautiful. For those who are new, for those who are just getting to know us, let me tell you that Cynthia and I took a trip in this van. With this space, we spent 8 years traveling from Argentina to Alaska across the Americas. The van remained in Alaska, and last year we retrieved it and brought it back to Argentina. It drives me crazy every time I think that we used to lie down here. We woke up in various places, beaches, mountains, markets, parks, even people's homes. We even had a trip where we talked a lot and it was beautiful. I don't regret it, not even for a second. Going to get the van and having it here again in Argentina. It's really nice. And this is another unexpected character in our journey, which is the POTI, which was a new addition. Now, last year, I don't know, people got fond of the POTI so well. Here it is, it's still here and it's going to be part of the next trips. I wanted to tell you this truck is a national icon, made in Argentina since 1960. At this moment, it has 63,801 kilometers traveled on our journey. When we were about to leave, we started the truck to get it going and all the wiring caught fire from the ignition to the dashboard. So we had to change the odometer. We know exactly how many kilometers we've done. The Estanciera is a national icon and it's a truck that we love. This truck made the whole trip. With the original engine, it's a Continental 226 six-cylinder engine. In fact, something we've always really liked on our trip is trying to keep the Estanciera's mechanics as original as possible. We only change what's necessary. If something can be fixed, we fix it. We visited a lot of mechanic shops throughout our trip, but I want you to keep this image of the engine in mind because now we're embarking on a new adventure to get it running again. Even though we took a couple of weeks off at the beginning of January, people kept subscribing to our channel. And this video is dedicated to Gojo, who was our latest subscriber. I just saw it on the screen, so this video is for you if you want to join us on this journey. Because the beautiful things are coming, like getting the Estanciera running again or going out to travel all across our beloved Argentina, from end to end, through every corner. Subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot. You have no idea how much you support us, and at the same time, you become part of the next chapter we're writing in Viajar Vale la Pena. So thank you very much, and for all those new people who are joining, I'll catch you up really quickly. Regarding the mechanical situation of the Estanciera, why isn't it working? The engine block has two cracks, and through there, coolant leaks in and goes into the cylinders. It's a mess to get it started. But we also had a problem with the crankshaft, a nightmare night when it made a knocking noise. We have it ground to 0.30, which is the maximum. We need to fix the crankshaft and the block. Those are the complications we're dealing with. We disconnected the drive shaft to tow the Estanciera, but it's easy to fix. It wasn't me, it's the sheet metal. That can be fixed quickly. The good thing is we're not alone. After our last video, a lot of people started writing to us who wanted to be part of this dream of getting the Estanciera running again. Silvio and Valeria, who are from the Cañuelas area, are among them. They have a part store and they offered us filters, oil, gaskets for the engine, a couple more gaskets, and a lot of things that are super necessary for this restoration we're going to do on the Estanciera. They are total geniuses. We're really grateful that they wrote to us right away to lend a hand. But they're not the only ones who are joining in on this amazing movement to get Stancy working again, continuing with the list of people who are helping us a lot to recover the Estanciera. We're arriving at the next place. I'm sure you'll immediately recognize the next person I'm going to introduce because they've already appeared in previous videos. We've arrived at the place. I just want you to see what it says here at the entrance. In fact, I love this little entrance that has Erwin's flag. For those who have been with us for a while, you might have seen the person I'm about to introduce right now, if I may. Hello? Almost good, Chicho, Careo, all good. How are you doing? How are you? I caught you working. Brace yourself. Didn't you call your mother? I think the injector regulation is off here. That's my initial impression.
I'm checking it with the air conditioning gauges.
Well, I don't know much about mechanics. Let me introduce you now. Everyone knows you, Chicho. You're very famous in the travel community. It's worth it because you came to the meetup and offered to do something really crazy. Let's go.
I messaged you from Alaska and said when you bring the van to Argentina, I'll fix and repair the engine.
We don't know what's going on, if it's still on or not, so we came to check that out.
I'm glad you visited and saw the workshop. Like I said in a previous video, if you brought it to Argentina, we'd work on the engine. No problem.
Are you still thinking the same thing?
Of course, don't worry about it.
So what's up? Why like that? So?
Because I feel like I'm part of this journey. The whole trip excited me. I followed you all these years. Sitting here, watching here.
We look at each other here, sitting here.
Looking here. The videos made me cry, laugh, I don't know. It was all the videos. It was everything that was happening. Emotions all together. And well, my idea was to talk to you so we can work on the engine. And you told me it has to start again. It has to run. It has to keep running. That's why I told you to come and let's talk about it.
What's up, guys? Well, we came to check out the workshop to see if it's still going, if the project is still on, and, well, to chat for a bit. How long have you been watching Chicho's channel videos?
And since you started, since you hit the road?
Yes.
I suffered just like you for 8 years. And when?
How long? I love that he said this, suffered, and drove with us. He ended up tired of all of them. I got tired.
That kilometer with you, he ended up tired.
Hey, how long have you had a mechanic shop here in Ituzaingó?
24 years.
Here in Ituzaingó, a long time.
Everyone here knows me from Chicho's workshop.
Chicho from Ituzaingó, perfect.
And he says to me, "Hi, Ruben, I'm Ruben." And I say, "I don't know who you want to talk to. I'm Chicho." And I say, "No, who are you, Chicho?"
Listen, and you put the Argentine flag at the entrance, right? You loved the Argentine flag with the little sun, the Argentine flag. In all this time you've been a mechanic, has any Estanciera ever come in?
Estanciera, right? But back in my day, around the year 2000, I used to make ICA chips for 4-cylinder engines.
Ah, yes.
I had 2.
So you had chips?
Yes, one was Dactari.
Ah, see, I like that.
It's very cold up there since it was open.
You're a traveler too, from what you said. You loved it since you had your truck there with my Peugeot?
This is a Peugeot 307 station wagon that converts into a bed inside.
Look, I hadn't seen it well there.
With this little sticker, you can take out all the seats from the back, and we put a mattress here, and that's how we go. On the road.
Gracias.
We did it on Route 40 and Route 3, sleeping here, where the adventure starts.
But do you travel alone when you travel or not?
With my wife?
Ah, yes, and she must be around here. Maybe we can, she's there, she's hiding from us, there she is. Wait, let's introduce her so we can meet the whole team.
How's it going?
Welcome, what's your name?
Gabby?
Do you help here? Are you a co-keeper of El Mecánico workshop?
My partner, okay.
I love it.
I work in the workshop, and she's the only one who helps me. Handing tools, sweeping, and sometimes eating with me. The brakes, come on, the brakes.
Listen, do you know the story of the Estanciera and the trips? Yes, exactly. And you know the Estanciera will arrive soon?
I don't know if I'm more excited. If he's excited, the Estanciera here has to leave running.
And it's going to leave running.
Of course it will.
Yes.
Like all the engines we've made with her here, perfect.
Ah, I love it. But now, I mean, the thing with the Estanciera isn't going to start yet. This is from now to a little while.
Let's wait until after the holidays when things settle down around March.
Then in March, we'll start more calmly. Yeah. So in March, we'll bring it and get started. So, what's up? With what you've seen in the videos about this issue with the engine crack, the little problem with the crankshaft. I mean, without seeing it mechanically?
Even without seeing the truck, I noticed when you said you had to remove water because it was getting into the cylinder.
The head or cover is clearly cracked. We won't know more until we remove it.
Right.
We're going to take it out and disassemble it and see what we find, whether it's repairable or not.
Right. I don't know if I showed you the photos of the crack we found in the United States. I'll show them to you.
It's in the, and another thing is that, it hits the crankshaft.
Right, well...
That wouldn't be serious. It's repairable, easier.
It frustrates me because he says it's not serious, but the crankshaft is ground to 0.030, which I believe is the limit.
If it's only one journal, can it be saved?
Ah, yes.
You fill it in. If it's just one that melted, you fix it and it works again. None of that worries me, the crankshaft. Nothing worries me. What worries me is what I love. It's the crack. Let's see if it can be fixed or if anything missing can be repaired.
Is it worth changing that block? It depends on where the crack is.
Some cracks can be repaired and some can't. Specialists weld those blocks, so we take them to them. Let him check it. If he says it can be saved, fine. If not, the issue is paperwork. If we replace the engine, we need to do a 04 form and all the paperwork.
Of course, this is a beauty.
If the engine can be saved, that would be better.
Well, but in principle, the proposal still stands. The Estanciera is going to come here.
Honestly, it makes me very proud and happy. I know that a lot of people from all over Argentina, from everywhere, want to have it.
Honestly, I'm very excited.
I want to have it here in the workshop, and here it's going to be running.
For sure, but look, that's a big promise.
A promise is a promise, and it will leave here soon, believe me.
It's not good. This will turn out perfect and leave on foot. The chicken, amazing. Because today I saw her with the station wagon, and I felt so good having her here in Argentina. It doesn't work, but with that conviction and desire for you to be here...
That this is coming true, honestly, it moves me. It's great that you can get the Estanciera running again and travel across Argentina with all the caravanners. I want it to have the original engine. It's not worth putting in a...
That's a big challenge.
I'm a Ford fan and would love to put a 221 in it. Look inside over there.
And everyone tells us that the 221 is what people put in the Estanciera the most.
It's going to be a bit lighter, faster, more reliable. No, more reliable, yes, in the Estanciera.
Yes.
221 is more agile, but I want it to be original. That's best. Anyone can use 221.
Well, we're going to do everything possible to make sure the Estanciera works in the best way possible.
Original.
This starts in March, and that's when we'll see what comes up. But we also don't really know, let's say, what the timeline is
For this to work. It's not like taking out a tire and patching it.
exactly.
It depends on what we find when we remove the engine and see what can be done with it. Everything can be fixed. Let me go on vacation with my yes.
Who are even going to celebrate 25 years of marriage? What do you mean? Is there something for viewers? A recipe?
Don't be jealous. This is very important at home.
Trust.
Trust your partner, avoid jealousy, and communicate often.
They last a lifetime.
That's great. I want to give you guys a hug. Well, thank you for the good vibes, for welcoming us, and for being part of this. Thanks for coming.
This dream
of
falling on me like this by surprise, honestly, it moves me.
That's so nice. Thank you. Bye. But Chicho isn't just accompanied by Gabi. There's also a very important person here who also helps out in the workshop, right?
He's my partner, Pedro.
Hello.
Oh, how's it going?
Nice to meet you, Pedro. How old are you?
77.
77 years old?
Already?
He's with me every day, so I worry when he doesn't come. Why isn't he coming with him? I've known him for years. I looked after his car, and his wife, who was ill, appreciated and cared about me. She told me I'm not well. She told me I'm going to die. I replied, no. She insisted, and I asked what she meant. Yes, I know I'll die eventually, but I want to ask you something. Take care of Pedro for me. The day I leave, he'll stay with you. You're going to take care of him for me. And well, what happened 4 years ago, 4 years.
4 years?
He was here that day when she was hospitalized at 7 a.m. during the pandemic. He came. He said the woman was in the hospital. They'd inform him he couldn't visit the clinic and they'd call by phone. The state he was in while he was here with me, he got the worst call, telling him that there was friction. Well, after all this happened, 2 or 3 days later, he came to the workshop and kept his promise that he was going to be with me. He lived at his house, at one of several houses, but he comes here every day and is with me every day. To me, he is like a father. I've known him for many years, and to me, he is a father. I didn't have a father. My father passed away when I was 4 years old, and I grew up on the street. I really grew up on the street. I left the streets of La Chiruja one day and managed to study. A very important person whom I love very much is Victor. When I was 12, he took me to a workshop and I got to know it, got excited and liked it. And I kept up with my elementary school studies and I liked the workshop. And he used to tell me, if you don't study, there's no workshop. And I liked the workshop. I finished elementary school, everything in the workshop. And I started to study what mechanics is, electronic injection, move forward. My dream was to have a workshop and I achieved it. I achieved it by having one.
That's what a person has. When he decides to do something, he gets it done.
When something is complicated, like an engine in a car that won't start, and I have to concentrate, by now both Pedro and my wife Aurela already know me. When I really focus like that, I need to be alone and concentrate. He says, bye, see you tomorrow. My wife says, bye, I'm leaving. And in about 15 minutes, I solve it. I just need to be alone.
That's when you assemble an engine that you can put the rings together. Bye, you see, but he leaves because no.
I don't need it.
Look,
I'm so alone.
you can see they enjoy their work and get along well, thank God.
In the 12 years I've been doing this, my first engine, when I was 16 years old, I built it. And to this day, never, not once, has an engine failed me.
Thank you again for the good vibes. Give me a hug. Thank you for letting us share all of this, the channel. Just one question about something I didn't really like, and it's what's hanging over there.
What's hanging there? There's nothing from Boca.
How did you notice?
Huh?
Because that's what it says in the first thing I see.
No mouth?
Honestly, I'm a Boca fan. I don't know why. I don't even know who the Boca players are. Later, I can tell you, I'm a Ford fan. I had a Ford, and I'm a big fan of Ford.
That's very good. Well, but hold on. Another thing I see here is the photo of the Estanciera. So, that adds up, and another one too.
We prepare cars for racing too.
That's right. You work on race cars.
I built a Chevrolet here for Class A driver Gustavo Gordillo for the 3rd Regional.
You have to be really skilled to build race cars. You have to be good. Can you drive the Pistera for me? The Estanciera?
Yes.
Why not?
You want us to do it? Speedster.
No, I think it works. I do it. It works, and that's enough for me.
We give the engine a couple of tweaks, at least so it reaches 100.
Right? With the 70, it does now. That's a good speed.
And it won't go 100.
Yes, it could.
We'll do the little taps, okay?
Yes.
Yes, that engine needs some tweaks.
Well, let's see how all this turns out. But anyway, thanks, Loco, for having us and for all the good vibes. Thank you. Continuing our public transport journey, we're now heading to San Miguel with Sin. Yes, she's back in the videos and appears again.
It must be, right?
Yes. She's with us. It's not that she's back on camera, but we're heading to San Miguel. We're going to meet the next person who's giving us a huge hand with all these investigations and arrangements for what we want to do to repair the Estanciera. Javi and Juana, geniuses who welcomed us when it arrived. They're exploring and discovering things. We'll share more later. For now, we're getting around by bus, as I mentioned.
Thanks to Diego, a follower we just met at the bus stop, who offered us a ride to our destination. But anyway, he's been absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, it's cool. More than once, a follower has seen us at the bus stop and given us a ride. So really cool. We'll get a little car soon, something to get around. We hope it'll be soon, but for now we're still traveling by bus. It's incredibly hot right now, 30 degrees, it's 1 in the afternoon. It reminds us of when we arrived at a small place while traveling and explored the city. We often took buses to travel farther and explore new areas. We didn't travel in the Estanciera because it would overheat in the heat, so we enjoyed exploring the cities instead. Well, yes, but what would happen is that we would go out at noon like we are now, so we were dying from the heat, but we're used to it. It's no big deal. We're fine. That's our style, and we still enjoy it. Besides, we're going to Javi's house. We're going to have a barbecue and talk about the different things that are coming up to repair the Estanciera. And the main challenge we have is to block the engine, the cracks. So we still have to keep deciding and figuring out how we're going to solve that. But anyway, we're moving forward. I love traveling by bus. It's nice and lets you discover new places. And besides, we're in San Miguel, which we could say is the place where love was born, right?
Oh, yes.
We met here. Rubia, yes. Well, actually, when we...
How funny to be in San Miguel.
Yes, that's true. When we started dating, Cynthia lived in Villa Ballester and I lived in Los Polvorines near San Miguel. We're very close to where I used to live, and the blonde would take a train.
It was easier for me to go to your house after work in the city than to go straight from Ballester.
You had the train that took you straight there, but then you still had that last little part. How crazy. But there I had my Volkswagen Polo, which I used for my remis job, and I would go pick her up at the station. Oh, do you remember Gorda? In fact, just recently when the year started, we celebrated our 11th anniversary. We also supported this step we're taking with public transportation. We took the train to Mercedes, a place new to us, walked around to explore and ate at a really nice spot. It was enjoyable. Summer in Buenos Aires has its things.
I love it.
It's nice. Most people leave, they take advantage of the holidays and go out. We honestly enjoy it, but we also have good things. We're really enjoying being in Argentina, honestly, and even more so the plans we're making to travel around Argentina. We'll talk a little more about that later, but anyway, we're in San Miguel and we're going, there's a smell of barbecue. Dear San Miguel, believe me, the heat right now is intense. But anyway, here we are at Javi and Juana's house, a really nice little place, and there's a smell here. Let me tell you, it's absolutely amazing. Here is Javi. Javi, thanks for the invitation. A total genius, a great guy, an idol, and an expert. Grill master.
I can mostly handle myself.
I looked at it and thought, this barbecue is so Cynthia. If she made barbecues, they'd be neat and tidy like this. Everything in its place.
Look at the order, the little sausages.
We live here now and we'll stay. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little bit about all the things this man is doing to make it possible for the ranch to work again. Because you're talking to a lot of people. That's the truth.
Well, there were people who saw me at the meeting who offered me opportunities to repair the ranch vehicle. Surely those who have it to see how we can manage to get the engine fixed.
Yes, I think something has to come up. We'll present several possibilities now, so you're aware of what's happening. But there are people who have continental engines, and there are people who have other types of engines. There's a wide range of things that can be done to make the Estanciera work because we know that the crack is the most serious issue.
Of course.
It's complicated to fix that, so that's something that would need to be changed. We're going to play the song now, but we're still looking for a solution. Will we find one?
Yes, it has to work.
This year the Estanciera will run again.
It has to work.
It has to work. Wait, well...
This year it'll barely get by because it has to, right?
Yeah, well, because it's a little job that comes in its own time, but well, we'll do something. The barbecue we made with Javier is ready. Wait, what did Javier do?
Thanks a lot, Javi. For me, this deserved another.
A show?
A show, Javi. Check out Ensel's presentation. Come here and we'll explain.
We're going to show it to the people watching us from different places. Well, let me introduce Juana.
Juana, total geniuses.
You made the salads?
Mom made the salads well. I'm going to show you what This is the typical salad served with barbecue in Argentina. Tomato with basil, carrot salad with egg, lettuce, tomato, onion salad. And this got me, hearts of palm. Russian salad with hearts of palm. Look at that! How different it is. The hearts of palm are different. Otherwise, it's just mayonnaise, potato, carrot, and peas. How we miss this. The barbecues. Dessert time. Look at this dessert. Fruit salad with ice cream. Argentinian food needs to be cherished. Well, there are delicious foods everywhere, but we really miss some amazing things. Well, we already had an amazing barbecue, an incredible dessert, and a pool session. Now let's discuss what we came here for, aside from celebrating Juana and Luna's birthdays, because here our dear friend Javi has been moving around a lot in secret with a lot of people. He has been exploring options to repair the Estanciera and how to do it. So, have you talked to people who have offered you engines for the Estanciera?
Of course, we were looking for engines, the Estanciera, and after figuring out how to fix the crack in the block that the Estanciera has, which is the most complicated part,
exactly,
that's the hard part, and we're trying to decide whether to change the block or repair the block that has the crack. Because if not, could you end up changing the engine and putting in a Ford Falcon or Chevrolet engine? But well, if you have to do a bigger modification, it would stop being the original Estanciera, which is what you wanted to preserve.
One of the things we talked about a lot was that because there's the possibility, first of all, what we want most is to keep the Estanciera's original engine, the Continental. But in case we can't find one, of course, there's the option to adapt it, a 221.
Yes, a 188, a 221, those are from Ford.
It's the most common thing people do when they want to upgrade the engine.
You upgrade the engine and get rid of mechanical problems because the other engine has more issues than the Falcon.
We were just discussing how fuel consumption decreases even if we change it.
It uses less fuel, more power.
And he's even trying to convince us to get a trailer and go on a trip and everything. I mean, as we mentioned in previous videos a little bit, we want to restore the Estanciera so it isn't forgotten. We're as proud to have it here in Argentina to have brought it back, and we want it to work, not just sit still so we can go out and have small gatherings. We know that the idea is for it to work and for us to be able to take it to gatherings too, so you all can see it. That's the original reason we want to restore the Estanciera. But what engine options have come up?
Did 2 or 3 engines come up? Their issue is that to register the new engine with the Estanciera's paperwork, it must be a 04 engine.
They're basically the engine's legal papers.
And we can't find an engine with papers with 04, so we can do something legal that doesn't have a cracked block. So if one shows up, it would be really good to get an engine with 04, I think.
I'm sure that someone watching us must have a little engine there, or knows someone who has a Continental engine from an Estanciera. If anyone's interested, email us at comunidad@viajarvalelapena.com because we're desperately looking for an engine. Anyway, We're still waiting because Chicho, who's the mechanic that's going to open it and check it, will only be able to open it in March, of course.
We'll have a diagnosis once everything is open.
Of course, we have to see what we find once we open it.
But if a 04 engine arrives with paperwork to register it, I mean, for when it's disassembled, can you keep restoring the engine?
In fact, if an engine shows up, we already have the gaskets. Yeah, well, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that we have filters and gaskets. We have oil from Silvio and Vale from Cañuelas who offered us all that, so we thank them a lot. There are spare parts coming in. There's Chicho who's giving it his all so we can fix it. And Javi, who's really working hard. Because almost every day they send you messages like, I talked to this person, We have an engine with this one. Let's see what happens. Actually, one engine in Corrientes had a Continental. Today, I don't think they had the papers. Was it someone who wrote to us and follows the channel? There was another engine in Cordoba.
There's another engine in Cordoba without a clear owner or papers, since they're very old. It must be someone who did the 04 who swapped the engine, so one with 04 shows up.
But something like, oh, I'd love to have some made, how much I'd like to have one. Look, it's like an effect, right? First the guest has that made, then I'll have one. Hey, but well, what do you think? Will a little engine show up?
Yes, first we're going to take it apart. If it turns out we need one, well, we'll have to start looking for an engine. Something will show up.
I think we'll start the search here if anyone knows someone who has an engine that could work for us. A Continental with paperwork would be great to be able to keep it, because our main goal is to keep the Estanciera with the original engine. If we can't find one, then the main goal is just to get the Estanciera running. In that case, we'd need to change the engine. Because, well, we still want it to work. But something really nice about Javi that I'd like to point out is that he talks in a way that's really integrated with the team to make the Estanciera work. He says, we got this, let's look for this, let's do this. He's really included in the restoration process, so it's crazy. Javi, we really appreciate you giving us such a big hand and reaching out to so many people, and well...
With so much energy, I'll give you a hand with whatever I can. That's also because I like what you guys did. I spent the whole pandemic watching all the videos you made.
Look,
we followed you since you started because it caught our attention. We went through something similar, building our own motorhome and doing the same thing.
In what way? What was breaking?
That was breaking that left us stranded.
Look.
We rebuilt the engine twice, just like what happened to you.
What year was the motorhome 64? Do you have any pictures you can send me? That way I can show it so people can see it. Sure, if there's a picture, we'll show it so people can see it. And what happened with that motorhome? Did you use it to travel?
Yes, we traveled quite a bit around Argentina, and then, well, we sold it and put together something a bit more modern.
I love it, but you can see he has a special affection for the whole Estanciera project and what we're doing. So, well, Javi.
We're right there.
First, thanks for the good vibes. Second, I'm sending some energy. Let's see if something sparks. We're looking for something so we can restore the Estanciera, so we'll be keeping an eye on the comments. But thank you for inviting us, for the good vibes, for the barbecue, and well, let's see what comes up.
Let's see how it's going to turn out.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
May you have a happy birthday, may you have.
We're celebrating Juana's birthday, which was a few days ago, and taking the opportunity. Happy birthday, and
also,
it's Luna's birthday too, the daughter of Javi and Juana.
May she have a happy birthday. Birthday, may you have a happy birthday. Happy birthday, may you have a happy birthday.
That's perfect.
We won't sing to him yet, since his birthday is in 2 days.
But she went ahead, bad luck, so we'll leave it at that.
All three in the same month, that's it.
That's how things are. A lot of people are giving us a huge hand and coming together so that the Estanciera can run again. This is one of our planned projects for this year, and it's already making progress with many things underway. And now we're also putting this request out into the universe, hoping that an engine in good condition will show up and help us restore the Estanciera. But this year it's running again, which makes us very happy. And the next really big project that's gonna start this year, it's also to travel around Argentina in a motorhome. We're excited for that. But you may wonder how you'll travel around Argentina in a motorhome without having one.
Well,
we're going to tell you about that and everything we're planning in the next video. So I invite you to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us a lot. You have no idea how much you help us. Subscribing is completely free. You join the channel and become part of the founding members of this year 2025. We appreciate your support for our upcoming projects. Thanks for joining us and stay tuned for more great things. See you in the next video. I'm sending you all a big hug.
It's worth traveling.
Traveling. It's worth traveling, traveling, traveling.
It's worth traveling, worth traveling.